Boy, that thing is rotten. Oh, I smell the weed, man. Somebody. Strong, boy. Somebody got him one burning this morning. Yeah, this hackberry here is probably 25% dead. It looks like it's more dead than that, but it's still got some green stuff in some of the limbs. But you can see what has happened. That limb is broke out and hit the house. This is a rental house. The limb was attached up there where it broke out at. Fella who I happen to know, he came over here and he was going to try to get that limb down, and he said it was a lot heavier than what he thought it was, and he kind of wiggled it and moved it, and when he did, it ripped out from up there. The only thing that saved him was that thing landing in that fork right there, because I told him, I said, you better be thankful that it did land right there, because had it not, that butt would have come down, this end would have went flying up, but that butt or the top, either one could have went slap through this front window or this door. It probably definitely would have skint this house pretty good. So I got lucky that it hung up there, and I'm gonna get it. What I'm gonna do is I'll go up there, I'll put a rope on it to hold it, and then cut it back here and let it come back to the tree, and then lower it down on a porter wrap. And I'm gonna go ahead and get this other dead stuff out of it while I'm here. I'm gonna go ahead and just trim that up real quick, and that way I won't have to worry about that stuff falling. I'm gonna run today. Well, I've got the battery Husqvarna up there, and then I got the little Echo, the 2511. Got it in the basket too. So fixing to grab a couple more things, and well, I'll wait on the Gia. We'll just go up and get her in the rabbit. Look at all the leaves in the valley. That roof right there. Now we'll go out with a Gia. So I don't have to clean this up, thankfully. All I gotta do is bomb it and run. So I was asking a video here not too long ago what happened to the plexiglass right there on that corner. So I run the pole saw up in here a lot, and they don't have this plexiglass fitted right. See how it overlaps right there around that edge? And when I was pulling my pole saw out, it's got like some foam rubber wrap on the handle on it. That foam rubber actually caught that right there on that corner, and it popped that piece loose. I'm gonna go back with some 1/8" Lexan on it. I'm gonna order a little piece, and I'm gonna fit it. I'm gonna fit it where you can see where it overlaps there. I'm gonna fit it where it's on the inside a little bit on there, where it's not overlapping. I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing out of the way. I don't think that limb did any damage to the roof, or so it does not look like it. It may have, I don't know. We'll know in a minute. No hackberry, man. Ooh, boy, that thing is rotten. And this limb right here was still green. That's interesting. All right, so this one right here, this is the one that it broke out of. The piece is hung up, and it's still hung up. It's right below me right here. This is, I'm also gonna put a rope on this one, on this stem right here, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this work down. And I've got to keep from hitting the house and the little porch down there both. So I'm gonna cut small pieces and shove them when I cut them where they land over there. That's my game plan anyhow. Sometimes that don't work out too well. Now I feel better about putting a rope on it because I was afraid. We're back in the green stuff now. I was afraid to put tie the porta wrap on and put a rope on it. When that thing shocked it, I didn't want the end of that thing to break out and end up hitting the house right here. So it's always better to be safe than sorry, because you can take a little bit more time and work it, or you can try it cowboy style, and it may work out and it may not. If it don't work out, then you just damage something. You're gonna be here fixing it, or either you're gonna have to get somebody to fix it for you, one of the two. So yeah, we're just about done. So what y'all seen on the video has been the whole job so far. I really hadn't stopped the camera none. Let's I got to get that dead. Let's go ahead and get that out up there before, because if I'm gonna be right here cutting, the thing shocks that tree, breaks that out, it's gonna land on top of me. That's the crap you always gotta look out for, is that junk like that. I'm gonna go ahead and go up there and get that thing. I didn't cut it up there, and not yet, because this all was right here sticking back out toward me, and I did not want to drop that part of it and then it ended up hitting that limb right there that's sticking out, hit it. And what'll happen is, when it hits that, it's got two chances. It's either gonna ricochet that away, go through the house, or gonna ricochet this away. This way would be great, but my luck, it would go through the house. So yeah, a lot of stuff, man. You gotta watch so much stuff. I mean, you can be trying your best not to tear something up and you still destroy something. I mean, trying hard not to. Look, it wouldn't take nothing to break that out right there. Matter of fact, it's gonna cut. I could take it and snap it just by hand. Let's see all that. So wonder piece ain't showing enough tore this house up. Okay. So I'm gonna put the porta wrap over here. This thing may hang up behind me, but it ain't gonna matter. I can work it once it does whatever it's gonna do. Stay right there. All right, now we're gonna attach the other end of the rope. Let's see. Put it right here, just like that. Now it's wrapped around me. We got her attached. Now we're gonna go back over here. I hate working in these places like this. The reason being is I had to watch my truck the whole time I'm here. Alright, that don't even need to be locked off. She's good. You can see, I'll suck back in. I'll get y'all kind of a view of what it looks like. We got it going right there. I can just drop that rope now because it ain't going nowhere with that many wraps on it. Okay, now we're going to go over here and we'll go ahead and cut it loose on the house. I'll get on the roof. So I'm gonna take and cut that stop off where to get off the roof and where the limb will kind of lay on the curvature part on it on the roof. Then I'll come up here and I'll notch it and hinge it and let it come down and swing at the tree. Maybe it'll work. See, the limb's just hanging there now. I'm taking go over to the porter wrap and lower it down. First, before I do that, I'm gonna cut some of it off. The roof ain't even hurt. So why did I cut some of that off to get it up to there? Because I'm gonna be lowering it from up there, and I didn't want to have to deal with this thing because it still was 20 foot long probably. It's standing up, you know, it might have went this way, might have went that way trying to lower it, or it could have went back toward the house, and I would have been between up here and down there dealing with it. So now all I gotta do is go over here and just lower it. See if I can get it where you can see both right there. Just take it and undo it. This ain't got no weight on it. See it going down right there. See that? All the way on the ground. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Pull the knot out of the porter wrap. Undo it. Just like it is. I'm not gonna cut no more off of it, and because this whole thing's dead. Still got a little green in it here. It may even sprout some this next spring if I don't have it down before then, but I'm gonna go up there and get that dead limb out up there. And then there's one right there directly over my trailer I pulled up under. I'm gonna go get it too. All right, this is what it looks like finished up. Got all the dead stuff out. Got that one that was lodged in that gum. Even took this dead stuff out of this one that was hanging down over the trailer. That's all of it right there. I'm sure I'll be back probably in a few months to work on it some more. But that took anything that could hit something that's gone out of that tree now. So a gas update on the 2511. After making all those cuts that I made, I was real close to running out. I probably could have made, I don't know, 5 or 6 more cuts maybe, and then I would have ran out of gas in it. First thoughts, first job with the saw, really like it. Thing's super light. It don't weigh but like under 7 pounds, or right at 7 pounds, full of gas and oil, which the battery saw with a BLI 200X battery in it comes in at just under 11 pounds, I think. So you're talking about 4 pounds of weight difference between those two saws, and that's a lot. So one of the drawbacks is cranking it, of course. Obviously you got to snatch it to crank it, and then it's running, so you're listening to it, and you got to put your earmuffs on too. Where the battery saw, I just run, usually if I'm listening to music or the comms or whatever, I've just got one muff on, but that one there you got to run 2 muffs. So one really bad drawback that I did see on it, and it's no big deal. Say you're cutting, and a lot of gas saws will do this from time to time. You know, you're cutting, you let off it real quick, or you get it, everything kind of lines up just right, and say the saw dies on you and it quits. Well, that's fine as long as you're not cutting something that you're hanging on to. If say you're almost through cutting, say a limb that you're holding on to, you hold on to the limb with one hand and you're cutting with the other, and the saw dies and the limb's about to break, well then you're kind of in a funky position then, because if you let go of the limb, is it going to break, going to land on top of what you're fixing to hit? You're going to have to drop the saw in the basket real quick, try to set it down. You know, so you kind of got that going on, whereas a battery, that's never a non-issue, cranking it or whatever. I will be running a lot. I like it. I like it a lot. I like the quarter pitch chain a lot up in the tree. In my opinion, every top panel saw that runs up in a tree, you know, it ought to be an option to get that quarter pitch chain, because the stuff just cuts so dang good, man. I have fought with that on several different bar chain combinations on the battery saws, trying to figure something out, because I don't like how the 43 gauge cuts. And that chain that's on that quarter pitch chain that's on that 2511, it's a dang safety chain, and it still cuts like a razor blade. So anyhow, this was a kind of an emergency job, had to get done, so I run in here Sunday morning, knocked it out, got it done for them, and we can go on and fire me an invoice out, give me a check in the mail, and they're happy, I'm happy, and I can go on to the next one and work on it. So hope y'all enjoyed that. Taking that out, the spider lift, I wasn't even up, not even 30 minutes to do all that. The spider lift is just phenomenal. You can just eat something with that thing. I mean, it's a non-issue. No matter what you want to do, you can just wear it out. So let's get on out here.